त्वयि भूय योजनानां शतैरपि मुञ्चतिं सर्वपापेभ्यो विष्णुलोकं स गच्छति विष्णुपादाब्जसम्भूते गङ्गे त्रिपथगामिनि धर्मद्रव्येति विख्याते पापं मे हर जाह्नवी। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
Welcome to the flowing sacred banks of Mother Ganga for the 7th day of Navratri. This festival, this holiday, these holy days dedicated to the Divine Mother. Let us take a moment and begin with a short meditation. Allow your eyes to close. Keep the spine straight, not rigid, but straight and firm. Draw the awareness to the breath as the sacred energy flows through you. Allow the awareness to merge with the breath. Draw the awareness to a form of energy within the body, more subtle than just the air we take in on the breath. Draw the awareness to that subtle energy rising in the body through the energy centers, the chakras, as we've worked with them this week. Feel the energy in the Muladhara Chakra, that root, that foundation. Feel the energy there where your incarnation as a human, with the opportunity for consciousness, overlaps with the instincts and the impulses of the animal world. And then feel yourself consciously drawing the energy, the attention, the intention upwards from the Muladhara Chakra up to the Swadhisthana Chakra. That energy center just about 2 inches below the navel. that center of the self. Feel the energy rising into the center of the self. That Swadhisthana Chakra. And then feel yourself consciously, with choice, with intention, drawing your consciousness upward from that seat of the self, up through the navel, the Manipur Chakra, up into the heart center, the Anahat Chakra. And keep drawing it upward as you consciously choose to rise and to rise. Drawing that consciousness, that energy of the being, drawing it up from the heart center, up through the throat chakra, the Vishuddha chakra, the center of purity, as the energy itself becomes purified as it rises, up into our third eye, the Agya chakra, the energy center that allows us to see the truth, to see the divine, feeling that third eye center open. And still, we call the energy up. And still our consciousness rises from the opening of the third eye. We rise, the energy flowing through us, up to the crown chakra, that top of the head just behind the top of the skull. Rising up to the Sahasrara chakra, the 1,000-petaled lotus. And as the energy rises and rises, feel the petals of that lotus flower at the crown of the head. Feel them opening as this energy of the being, the subtle energy of the self, as it bursts forth through that lotus flower, through the center of the flower, uniting us connecting us to the universe. Feel that energy rise and rise. Feel that flower, that 1,000-petaled lotus, the petals have opened, and the center of that flower is open like the top of a tube, flowing from within us into the universe, and flowing from the universe into us. With your inner eye, with that third eye, the divine inner eye, see the light, that white light, because it's all of the forms of light together. See that white light pouring into you from the universe. See it pouring in through the center of this 1,000-petaled lotus. And feel it. Feel it flowing down into you like nectar, amrit, flowing down a parched throat. Feel that energy flowing into you. Every corner of the being. Every nook, every cranny. Feel it infused with this white light, like a gentle blanket that is slowly spreading over all of your being, wrapping you in its light, wrapping you in its healing, wrapping you in the oneness between you and the universe. Feel that light pouring into you as it merges with the energy of your being that is rising from within you. allow yourself for a moment to just experience the ecstasy of that oneness, of the opening of that lotus at the crown chakra, connecting us to the divine universe. And the sacred energy of that universe pouring into you as the all-powerful white light gently bring the palms of the hands together. Rub the palms of the hands gently against each other. And press the palms of the hands gently into the closed eyes. Slowly open the eyes and lower the hands. Tonight is the 7th evening of Navratri. It's the night dedicated to the Divine Mother, the Divine Goddess, in the sacred form of Kalaratri. It's the Mother, that energy, that power, that divinity, that goddess, who is seen as the vanquisher, conqueror of all the demons, the most powerful of these forms. She's also known as Maa Kali. And at this time, we have this sacred opportunity to experience her, to bring her into our lives. Kal means time. And Kalaratri is the goddess of that night, the power of the night that devours time. Time is seen as the devourer of all. What is that power that devours time? What is that Shakti that devours time? In the Mahanirvan Tantra tradition, it's said that at the end of the universe, Kal, time, devours the entire universe. And Maa Kali then devours him. So she's the power that devours time. And time is the devourer of all. So what does it mean? We can say, okay, in this scripture, because of course when you pray to and worship and celebrate Maa Kali, Kalaratri, there's so many stories, so many different scriptures, so many different moments of our spiritual tradition dedicated to her. But what does it mean for us? Kalaratri. Well, it reminds us, first of all, that time is that which devours all. Time is the engulfer of all. Most of us spend our lives trying to gain more, acquire more, earn more, trying to make this physical body, this physical experience, this physical drama, one that's a little bit more wealthy, powerful, famous, full of accessories, covered with diamonds or gold. But what Kal reminds us of is that it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, time is going to devour it all. Whether it's the rich, the poor, the CEO, the window washer, the mansion, the shack, the beautiful, the ugly. Time is that devours it all. So what is there? What is there for us to lose ourselves in? What is that grand illusion, that grand drama that we lose ourselves in? Trying to acquire more, attain more, have more, be richer, be more famous, have the world dance according to our tune. Time reminds us, I am the great devourer, the great equalizer. All of us, at the end of the day, return to ash. Here on the banks of Ganga, when you look out so many evenings, there's a cremation going on, just right across Mother Ganga from us. So many nights, there's at least one, if not sometimes 2, 3 cremations going on. And as we have our sacred arti, we stand there in the arti, dancing, praying, celebrating. I remember the first time I looked out and saw the cremation happening. And I thought, oh my God, they must feel so upset, so hurt by us here celebrating, singing, dancing, while their loved one is burning. And then I realized, no, that's just my American compartmentalization. Here in India, one of the most beautiful aspects of the Indian tradition is that awareness that actually life, death, it's all one cycle. It's all one. Here on this side of the river, as we perform our yagna, perform the arti, The flames of our arti, the flames of our yagna seem to be the flames of life, of joy, of celebration. And on the other side, they're the flames of burning, of death, of end of life. But the truth is that just a few feet above the waters of Mother Ganga, the flames of our arti, the flames of the cremation, they merge together into one. And then you can no longer tease them apart. There's no distinction. Just go a few feet above the waters of Ganga, and you no longer can pull apart, oh, this was a flame of celebration. This was a flame of mourning. This was the fire of joy. This was the fire of sorrow. This was the fire of dance. This was the fire of death. It just becomes one. And in the same way, all of us, if not today, if not tomorrow, one day very soon, it's going to be us, mourning the passing of a loved one. And then it's going to be us in the funeral pyre. And one of the most powerful meditations, usually in the sacred arti, I close my eyes and just merge into the ecstasy. But when there's a cremation going on the other side, I allow myself to keep the eyes open watching it, because to hold in meditation the one who is celebrating, the one who is mourning, and the one who is burning as one, not as separate, but as one. Can I be aware simultaneously of the being who is celebrating, the being who is dancing, the being who is in joy, the being who is mourning the death of a loved one, and the one who is burning? Can I hold those three awarenesses together in my consciousness? That's the meditation. And that's the meditation on time that is so important. If we cannot do that, then we are living in illusion. If we think that only it's life and dancing and joy, and we keep ourselves separate from that funeral pyre of death, keeping ourselves separate from that experience of mourning, then we're living in illusion. And Kal and Kalaratri, it's the reminder of that. First is Kal, first is time. That devourer of all. Whether you've been rich, whether you've been poor, whether you've been powerful, whether you've been powerless, at the end, it's all back to ash. We come into this world with nothing. We go out of this world with nothing. But then, what's the devourer of time? So we have time, the devourer of all. But then, the devourer of time, Kali. And it reminds us, it helps us really understand that Shakti of the Mother Goddess. All of that which we accumulate, we acquire, we're attached to. Not just the possessions, our identity, our story, our drama, our physical body, our life, all of that, Kal devours. But Kali devours that. It means her Shakti, her power, is even greater than time. It's timeless. That power out of darkness, because Kali also means the dark one. And Ratri, of course, is night, but it is also the goddess of the night, the power of the night. And what it symbolizes is out of the night, out of the darkness, what comes? Because we don't think of divinity or time even as linear. We think of creation as cyclical. So when we think about Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma who creates, Vishnu who sustains, Shiva who destroys, Maa Kali standing on Shiva, that Shakti to the Shiva. It's not destruction in a linear sense. It's not destruction and then there is nothing more and then it's all over. It is a disillusion of the illusion. A dissolving of the illusion. Literally when we say disillusion, what is that? The ending of the illusion. So Maa Kali is that Shakti who dissolves all of the illusion. All of that within us we are attached to, we're holding on to. Every illusion, every identity, every drama, every attachment, she destroys. So that out of the darkness, out of the night, comes the new creation, comes the light. It is the darkness of a seed out of which bursts forth the tree. It is the darkness of the cocoon out of which bursts forth the butterfly. It is the darkness of the womb out of which bursts forth life, creation. So Maa Kali, it's not about destruction, then it's over. It's destruction so that new life can be created. And her chakra, as we meditated upon it, is the crown chakra, the 1,000-petaled lotus, the Sahasrara chakra, that connects us to the divine universe, to the power of creation, to connection, to oneness. But in order to have that, we have to fully dissolve all of that that makes us feel small, separate, disconnected. So as we meditate upon Maa Kali, as we meditate upon the crown chakra, as we meditate upon the energy of the Kundalini rising within us, bursting forth out of the opening of the 1,000-petaled lotus, it is opening such that white light of the universe, of the divine creation, can then pour into and through us to allow a whole new creation. And that is the great opportunity that we are given this evening. So on this night, let go. Because Maa Kali is fierce. She doesn't take no for an answer. She's not one of those mothers that you can just flash a cute toothless smile to and she'll say, no problem, don't worry, honey. She's the fierce one. Whatever you do, whatever you say, she's going to come through and she's going to clear you of that identity, of those attachments, of that drama, of all you are holding on to, but that actually is holding you back and keeping you stuck, including this illusion of time, including this illusion that somehow we are a master of time, that we're a master of anything. Maa Kali is the great dissolver. So allow yourself to be dissolved into the darkness, dissolved the way a caterpillar is dissolved in the cocoon so it can burst forth as a butterfly, dissolved in the way that we swim inside the womb of the mother so that we can actually then be put together and burst forth as new creation. Allow yourself to let go and allow her, Maa Kali, Kalaratri, allow her to give you new birth. In this Rat, in this Ratri, allow yourself to dissolve such that that lotus can open, that light can come through, and a whole new creation can burst forth from you, of you, from tomorrow, or from tonight even. Because of course when time has devoured all and she has devoured time, there is no night, there is no day. It's all happening right now. So allow yourself to really let Maa Kali, let her pull from you all of that which you're holding on to. Let go. She's gonna tear it from you anyway. Let it go. Knowing that you're dissolving into the arms of the mother, who no matter how fierce she is, how scary she may be, she's the mother. She's the mother. There for us, with us. Let go into her. And allow that chakra to open. Full surrender, full opening to that energy. Allow her power to come into you and through you. Have a sacred, a beautiful, a powerful evening, morning, moment, a powerful moment of awakening.